Okay, to do this oil change, first off you need to drain the oil, which is right, that's my drain plug. Some of them are right here, some of them are in the front, some of them are even on the bottom. But just loosen that up with a little bit of wrench and a socket, which I got here, and you're good to go. Okay, to get that drain plug on there, off there, I got a 15mm socket and wrench. Just put that on there, loosen her up a little bit, and once you get her a little bit loose, go ahead and get underneath there better so I can reach it. Untighten it with your fingers. Let that drain out like that. That'll take a little while. Just let that all drain out before you can get the oil filter off. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, now that you got the oil drained off, actually mine's still draining. I'll move this a little bit. There it is. But it's good enough. You're gonna take your oil filter off, which mine's located right here. Some located are in the front along the passenger side, some I ain't. All depends. You may need a wrench for this, but I don't. Don't be surprised if you can't. Just ouch. By the way, that oil's hot. But don't be surprised if you can't just hand tight there, taking them off by hand. Your hands will get a little messy, so you might want to get a shop rag or two. But just take that off and then dump her into there, and then let that drip while I go clean my hands again. Okay, once your oil is pretty much dry, you can go ahead and put the drain plug back in. Get a little bit closer so that way I can reach. Just hand tighten it first. Make sure you don't cross thread it. Sorry about that. Make sure it's on pretty much hand tight. And then take your socket here and your wrench and snug it up a little bit so that way I was going the wrong direction. You don't want to over tighten it. You don't want them on there too tight. And then your oil filter, which just goes on where the old one come off. And this one you just want hand tight too. You don't want to do any you don't want to over tighten this at all. Anyways, that just screws in there, and I'm having trouble with it, so I'll get back to you. Okay, I don't need to show you this step because everybody knows how to fill something. But you do need a funnel so you don't make a mess. You need to find where your engine oil actually goes down. A lot of people think it's through these dipstick thingamajiggers, which some of them are, some of them ain't. I'm not entirely sure. But just check your owner's manual on that. And a lot of people are confused about what type of oil to use. Most GM models like the 5W30. 10W30 is fine. It's just a little bit thicker. But here's a common misconception though about changing the oil. A lot of people think once you fill it full, which I need to check it here. Yeah, I'm good. A lot of people think when you fill it full of oil, you can go ahead and put your car down and you're done, which ain't necessarily the case. Oil is kind of expensive. So to do this, put your cap back on, because this stuff, it does belch. Make sure it's on tight. Get this stuff off. And most of you know, we're going to check for leaks. To do that, a lot of people say run it to optimum temperature. Fire it up. That gauge should show, and it should go above 40. Which my truck's kind of warm right now, so it probably won't go above 40, which it is. Sorry. Go underneath here. Slide all the way underneath of it. I don't see any leaks whatsoever. So we're good. Okay, this is what I just took out of the truck. This is why you need to change your oil. It's all black and looks like a little bit burnt. Don't smell it, but it does. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of grit in there. That's not too good. You don't want that stuff going through your engine. Okay, first off, I know what you're thinking. Wow, all that oil for just that little S10? Not really. I did an oil change for somebody else yesterday. Now, many of you are thinking, you know, I've done my oil change, but what do I do with all this used oil? Well, put it in a jug. Make sure it's pretty sealed. You can take it out to a lot of car parts will take it. I know AutoZone takes it and cleans the oil up and then resells it. But if they won't take it, go down to your local mechanic shop. Sorry, school bus running. But take it down to your local mechanic shop that does oil changes and see if you can put it in his tank. That's it. Leave me a comment and I'll see you later.